Today's video topic is going to be about nutrition. Nutrition 101. Very quick disclaimer, I am not a registered dietitian and I am not trying to prescribe you any sort of medical dietary plan, okay? I am a certified personal trainer with a 4-year degree in nutrition. I use nutrition principles on a daily basis with my clients, and I try to inform them that it is the biggest tool in their toolbox to accomplish their goals. This very poorly drawn pie chart here illustrates, in my opinion, the true importance of nutrition in terms of accomplishing our goals in fitness. All of this green is nutrition. This tiny sliver of red is our training modalities. We can go in and kill it in the gym and do everything right. Progressive overload, strength gain, hypertrophy, so on and so forth. We can go immediately post-workout, slam a pizza and drink a pitcher of beer, and it is all for nothing, unfortunately. I wish it was the other way because I do love pizza and beer myself, but we really do have to pay attention to what we eat. As always, like I've been preaching this whole time, everything is goal-based. There's really two major goals in terms of nutrition in relation to fitness. We have weight loss individuals, we have weight gain individuals. You might be wondering who on earth would actually want to gain weight. Athletes, bodybuilders, so on and so forth. They need to gain weight for positional requirements, for their shows they do, they need to pack on muscle, so they need to know how to use nutrition in that sense. The overwhelming majority of my clients in the commercial fitness industry are weight loss clients. They want to lose weight, they want to lose belly fat, and they quote unquote don't care about lifting, they just want to look good, to which I always reply, we gotta get the nutrition in check. Moving on, we're going to go through very, very basic nutritional principles that could be hour-long segments each. We're going to speed through them for time's sake. We're going to talk about two terms here that I know everybody has heard of before, calories and macronutrients. Calories, what are they? They are energy, okay? That's their major role. They are energy from the foods we eat and the drinks that we drink. Okay, they are essential to life. You will die, you will starve to death if you don't eat, for all you intermittent fasters out there. What do calories do? How does the body process them? They are converted to fat or muscle. Obviously, we all want the gains. We want the muscle, okay? More muscle means more calories burned. The more muscle you have on your body, the better your metabolism works and burns calories. Okay, macronutrients, we have 3 major macronutrients. We have our protein, our carbohydrates, and our fats. Again, we could spend an hour on each one of these in terms of what they do, their importance, all that kind of stuff. We're going to skim through it. Protein, its role in the body is to build. What do we do in the gym? Break down. So we need the protein to rebuild the muscle. Carbohydrates are our energy source. They are quick energy. Cyclists in the Tour de France are slamming down carbohydrate packets and sugars and stuff like that for energy, okay? Fats are also energy, much slower processing are fats, okay? So those are kind of their roles in the body. Those are your 3 macronutrients. In terms of building a nutritional plan, a meal plan, we can break those down into percentages, daily percentages of our food and drink consumed. There's all kinds of different macronutrient splits. And again, as always, it depends on your goals, okay? I've prepared us a basic nutrition checklist over here on this side, okay? And we're gonna go through that step by step. This is exactly what I would do when writing a client a meal plan. Step 1 is we're going to establish a goal. Just like we've been doing in previous videos, I'm going to give you a theoretical client. I've been using form people who care about aesthetics and stuff because that's, what I train predominantly. I'm going to go a different route this time, and I'm going to give you an athlete, a high school football player, a middle linebacker to be specific. Okay, this middle linebacker's goal, he wants to go play college football someday. He needs to put on some size. He needs to put on some muscle. He's a junior going into senior year. He's a 200-pound kid. The coaches want him to be minimum 220, but we cannot lose speed. We cannot just put on a bunch of belly fat. So it's not a eat big to get big type thing here. We need to pay attention, okay? So that's our goal. What is this kid's current body composition? He's sitting at 18% body fat. Fairly lean for a football player. Looks good, plays well, very dominant player on the field, okay? So we know that we don't need to go on some sort of crazy, fat cut type thing. He's already kind of where he needs to be, but we do need to put on some muscle, okay? What is this client's basal metabolic rate? We can obtain that through a number of different sources, okay? Let's say theoretically we have an InBody machine. If you're familiar with the InBody, it is a tremendous device. It gives you your BMI, it gives you your BMR, your body fat percentage, so on and so forth. But there's many tools out there to obtain these things, okay? Basal metabolic rate, if you're not familiar with that term, is the amount of calories you are burning by being alive, okay? So his basal metabolic rate is fairly high. It's 2,200 calories. That is our basal metabolic rate for this theoretical client. We're going to establish roughly his total daily energy expenditure. What is the total daily energy expenditure? It is his daily tasks that he performs and also his sport-specific practices and his weightlifting. He is a calorie-burning machine. Most of you out there, including myself, are not calorie-burning machines. Why? Because mostly we're old and insignificant now, but also we work sedentary jobs. Okay, our metabolisms have dropped. So there's a couple of tools online. If you Google total daily energy expenditure, it'll pull up thousands of graphs and charts and this kind of thing. And basically what you want to do is you want to establish, are you sedentary at work? Are you moderately active? Are you very active? Are you an office worker? Are you a roofer or a construction worker or something? That's going to be a higher amount of daily calories burned. Then you're going to analyze your strength training. Hopefully, if you're training with a great trainer, right, you will be on a very good strength program and you will be a lean, mean, calorie-burning machine. But let's say, getting back to our high school football player here, he's burning some calories, okay? So we're going to say minimum, he's about 800 calories a day, roughly, for his TDEE. We're going to do some basic addition here, and I'm not a math major, but even I can do this. 2,200 plus 800 equals 3,000 calories. Just to maintain his 200-pound, 18% body fat, he needs to be at about 3,000 calories. That is his maintenance. And again, this is all theoretical here. It's all theoretical. Getting back to our goal, what is it that we need to do? We need to put on some muscle this summer. So we're going to be on a great hypertrophy program. We're going to be on a big compound movement, pressing, pulling, squatting, power cleans, so on and so forth. But we got to be eating some calories. We got to be above 3,000, preferably around 3,500, 500 a day surplus for this kid. In our protein now, I've said in previous videos, you can go 0.7 per pound of body weight. For him, in this situation, we'd go 1.5 per pound of body weight, which is going to put him up there, okay? And for those of you who want to lose weight, that's a little bit easier said than done to get these sky-high protein numbers and be in a caloric deficit. Because remember, we established our maintenance, okay, for him at 3,000. Yours, mine, most of us out there is going to be way lower than that. It's going to be about 2,000 or below. So let's say that you're a weight loss guy or gal. Your maintenance is 1,800. I say, I need you to get 250 grams of protein and be under 1,800 calories. Yeah, good luck with that. That's not realistic. So in that scenario, you would prioritize a little bit less protein and you would sacrifice the quote unquote gains or whatever that you theoretically could have had to lose the fat and look a little better, but not in this kid's case. Moving on. Okay, we want to establish what are your preferred foods. So if he was my client, I would talk to him, talk to his parents. What is it that you guys are actually going to eat? Because I could say, eat 4 chicken breasts, 2 scoops of brown rice, and a big heaping pile of mixed vegetables every day, and you'd say, nah, I'm good. That's not going to work. So what are your preferred foods? Out of those preferred foods, what are the best options that we have for our energy requirements? This is an athlete we are talking about that wants to put on muscle. It doesn't matter as much as it does for you and I. For him, he can say, I want tons of protein, I want tons of carbs, I want tons of fats, because he needs to be in a big old surplus and he needs to get tons of protein. If it was somebody like us, we would then have to say, okay, what are the foods that are highest in protein and lowest in total calories? That would be the better way to go about it for the majority of us. For him, not as important, okay? So his daily maintenance calories was built already. Remember, surplus is going to be building, deficit, and maintenance is going to be losing. We can lose fat and maintain muscle in a maintenance level of calories. Research has proven this, so is my subjective evidence on myself and clients. We can lose weight in a small deficit. Giant deficits, again, those aren't the move. Now the pendulum has swung too far to the other direction. You will lose muscle. When you go into the giant calorie deficits, the lose weight quick schemes and stuff like that, all you're going to do is you're going to lose the wrong kind of weight. Remember, we want to maintain at the minimum, but in a bonus world, we want to gain muscle. Always we want to gain muscle. Why? Because that basal metabolic rate rises now. When we put on more muscle to our frame, our BMR goes up, which means all the foods we eat and calories we consume are slightly more forgiving now, okay? So, his daily protein goal for him is 150 plus. You know, if we were going to go pound per body weight, we'd say 200 grams a day. That's sky high. He can slam protein shakes like there's no tomorrow and easily get that. But again, for you and I, a daily protein goal would be anywhere from 80 grams to 150 grams a day while in maintenance or a deficit. Okay? Once we've gotten through all of this, then we are going to closely monitor our results. Taping, mirror appearance, weight, body fat, all of that stuff. All of those metrics are important. We want to see, did we go in the right direction or did we go in the wrong direction? Just like we do with our training, this is just as much an art as it is a science. The science says X, Y, and Z, and we can all be science nerds about it, but that's not real life. We need to be artists as well. So we need to take a more nuanced approach and we need to regulate it as we go, okay? So getting back to our high school linebacker here, yay, success story, 220 pounds. Out of that 20-pound gain, 15 of it was muscle, 5 of it was fat, not the end of the world. His 40-yard dash time is still where it needs to be, and all of his strength numbers are where it needs to be. He was a tackling machine and he got a scholarship to go play college football. Yay. That's not saying that, you know, that happens in every scenario, but nutrition is a tool to lose weight or gain weight. Just like I've been saying, there's good weight loss and weight gain and bad weight loss and weight gain. Think in terms of muscle and fat. We want to always build muscle, lose fat. Okay? Thank you for watching. I have a blast making these videos and there will be more to come.